Hi guys, today we're going to be covering still our open guard series. What happens when I'm seated and my opponent is still standing. I'm going to give you guys a few more options from here. All right, so I always like to try to attack my opponent's collar, especially when he's coming in and he's trying to engage, right? So if he's trying to engage with my feet or my hand, I always look for this grip on the collar. So I want to get a cross grip on the collar, right? So let me give you guys a few options with that cross grip on the collar, all right? So the first thing I like to do, right? So if I can get my hand on his collar, so I'm going to go for an ankle pick, all right? So I get my hand on the collar, I start to give him a pull. When I feel that pull back, I come up and I can grab his ankle right away. All right, so one more time. All right, so he's looking to initiate, I'm looking to initiate. Come up and I'll go right into my ankle pick from there. All right, so that's option number one. All right, so the second option I want to show you guys today from the collar grab itself is the collar drag, okay? So when I'm seated and my opponent's standing, a collar drag is a perfect way into a wrestle up, back take, depends upon how they react. There's lots of different options, but it depends upon how your opponent reacts to it. I'm going to show you guys how to do a successful collar drag utilizing your hips and all of your weight in order to be successful, super successful with it. All right, so I'm looking for the same collar grab position. Right, so this time when I get the collar, I'm going to flip my hips and go from one butt cheek to the other butt cheek on the other side of him so that I can use all of my weight to pull him in the opposite direction. So I go here, and I pull him down all the way here. This is going to allow me to step up and attack the back. Like I said, all the different reactions are based on how he winds up landing. All right, so again, one more time, we're here. I'm looking for my collar grab. As soon as I grab my collar, right, my butt, I'm gonna lift my butt up in the air. I'm gonna drop it on the other side, right? Then I'm gonna be able to come up. This time he didn't go all the way down. I can come up into my wrestle up position from here, or I can start to attack the back. It all depends upon how he reacts. Now I'm gonna give you that one more time. All right, we're gonna go full speed this time. So I'm looking for my collar drag up. And then as you see, it's successful for me getting to the back most of the time. So that is option number two. All right, the third option that I'm gonna give you guys from the seated position when I'm grabbing the collar is what the guy should do, all right? So anytime I grab somebody's collar when I'm seated, he should start to attack that hand and not let me control that grip. That's a very bad grip for me to have, you know, for him, so he needs to start attacking that grip. So we're gonna react off of that as well, all right? So there's a couple different ways that we're gonna react off of that, but the main thing is, you know, it depends on how he grabs my hand, right? So if I go in here and he does a double sleeve grip, right, like that, right there, and he breaks my grip off, he has to use all of his posture in order to pull his head up, right? So I realize that he's gonna take all of that momentum. I'm gonna utilize that momentum to carry myself up and into him to try to attempt a takedown, okay? So I grab here, he grabs me, he breaks up, and I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna wrestle up, and I'm gonna hit him with a double leg from there, all right? So again, I'm anticipating when he goes to my hand to be pulling that thing off. The second way is instead of grabbing a double sleeve grip, he just grabs my hand, which also makes that a lot easier for me to get my double leg on. So I go here, he goes to break that off, I can come and I can hit him with a double leg just like that. All right. So to go a little bit slower with that, guys, all I'm doing is I'm wrestling up. So I'm coming here, he's breaking off. I'm wrestling up, utilizing that momentum to pull me up into him. As I pull up into him, I'm driving through him and pulling his leg out from underneath him in order to hit my double leg on him, utilizing the grip break and anticipating the grip break. And so that's gonna give you guys three options when you're seated, your opponent is standing, and you get that collar grip. So you guys give those a try, let us know what you think.